Not bad for a running back.
What's up, everybody? We're going to do things a little different today. I'm going to try something a little new. Instead of talking about Lamar Jackson, I'm going to go ahead and talk about his opponents. You know, the guys that he'll never beat and he'll never be better than, and all these guys that are just so far ahead of him, they just leave him in the dust. So I just want to take a closer look at these guys, and we're going to pay a little attention to the numbers, but we're also going to pay attention to the big picture. Now, we're going to start off with the big guy, the big dude, the head of the table, if you will. We're going to start with Patrick Mahomes. Now, yes, Patrick Mahomes is a once-in-a-lifetime talent. He is amazing on the field, hurt, healthy, doesn't matter. The guy shows out. Been in the Super Bowl 3 times, 2-time Super Bowl champion. He's got the numbers. He's got the resume. He's going to Hall of Fame when it is all said and done. Absolutely no problem whatsoever with Patrick Mahomes. And honestly, this is probably the only guy that I will say on this list that could probably give Lamar a run for his money simply because of all of his accomplishments. And the fact that they faced off 4 times and Mahomes has come out 3 of those out of those 4 times. But a little edge that Mahomes has over Lamar Jackson is the fact that Patrick Mahomes' supporting cast has been head over heels 1,000 times better than what Lamar Jackson has been given these last couple of years. This coming season is really the first time Lamar Jackson has actual threats at the wide receiver positions. Now, yes, he's had Mark Andrews, but when it came to wide receivers, yeah, it was a bunch of no-name guys coming in trying to do something or trying to relive their glory days of days long gone. And not to mention, during those 4 games against Mahomes, Lamar Jackson was holding his own. But during those games, the media would have you think it all fell apart because Lamar Jackson couldn't deliver. Nah. There were plenty of times when Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes went against each other. Lamar Jackson laid down the wood, but Mahomes was able to prevail because the Ravens defense let him get back into the game. That's not on Lamar. The fact that Lamar Jackson has gone and went toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes says a lot. Nobody wants to talk about the fact that when Lamar Jackson finally did beat Patrick Mahomes, he did it with the injury-riddled Ravens team where all of his starters on the offense were gone. J.K. Dobbins, gone. Gus Edwards, gone. Ronnie Stanley, gone. Number 1 wide receiver, non-existent. All he had was his tight ends and a bunch of second, third string guys throughout the team. But he managed to beat Patrick Mahomes. And when the pressure was on him, the fourth down or Patrick Mahomes gets the ball back on the 43-yard line in Ravens territory, that Lamar Jackson came through. He got that yardage, sealed the game, sealed the win, beat Patrick Mahomes. So as great and talented as Patrick Mahomes is, I can argue that he is not that far superior than Lamar Jackson. Are there things that he can do that Lamar Jackson has yet to do or can do? Absolutely. But you know what? There are a plethora of things that Lamar Jackson has done and can do that Patrick Mahomes can't even sniff. That's not taking anything away from either of these competitors. But they're a lot closer than people think. And me personally, I can't wait for the next time they clash. And now, let me take your attention down to South Beach. Tua, hey man, y'all, hey. Tua is the man. He's the man, y'all. And he is 1,000 times better than Lamar Jackson, man. Lamar Jackson's nowhere close, man. Tua's got him beat. It's no question. Anybody who's anybody, when they picking a franchise quarterback, they all will always pick Tua over Lamar Jackson because that makes so much sense. Tua's been in the league going on 4 years. Had 1 successful year this past year, and even in that one was kind of suspect because he was injured most of the time because of head injury because his offensive line forgot they had jobs to do. But everybody praises this guy and says that they would take him over Lamar Jackson all the time. They bring up the Ravens game last year. They bring it up like, y'all remember that epic comeback that Tua had with the Dolphins where they scorched the Ravens and he threw for 400 yards? Yeah, I do. I remember that game. And you know what I remember? I remember the fact that he did that against second and third string cornerbacks. He wasn't doing that in the first half when Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey on the field. But when them rookies came in, oh yeah, he lit them up. Good job, Tua. You can light you up some rookies. But you know what I also remember in that game? I remember Lamar Jackson throwing the ball, running all up and down that field on that Dolphins defense that had their starters on the field. But nobody wants to talk about that. That got overshadowed by Tua's magnificent performance against second, third string rookies. Tua is young, and I hope he has a great career, and Lord knows I hope he gets better protection. But as of right now, Tua is not better than Lamar Jackson. But again, we go to who he's giving the ball to and his supporting cast. Tua had Tyreek Hill and Waddle, two fast, speedy receivers who can catch the ball and get open. Still didn't go deep in the playoffs. Lamar Jackson, who'd he have? Nobody! Exactly. I'll conclude my thoughts on this subject on my next video. But where will I go from here? Will I finally admit that Geno Smith truly is a #1 starter in the NFL? Will I convince you all that Kyler Murray is taller in person? Or will I stand up for referees and say they never make mistakes? Find out on the next one.
Come on, it'll be fun!
Thank you for watching this video. By all means, like, share, and leave a comment. And if you want to see more content, go ahead and push the subscribe and notification button for videos already up and for the ones to come.